What's going on, guys? Been a few days since I've done a video, so I'm just going to cover some price action. I was on an EU short, so I'll cover that. And the last time I made a video, we were coming to make this higher low, so of course we can anticipate with bullish price action that we're going to go and put in the higher high. And then from this range, this daily doji, get this wick rejection here, and then we just sweep the highs, fail to continue with the bullish momentum, and you can see that weakness is starting to come in for the buyers, and then we have a doji candle here. So when I come to the charts, I was like, if my medium time frame start to show bearish intentions, I'm going to be happy to short. So let me jump down 15 minute. It's a price action, you know, you're going to have seen this a lot within the recaps. I like to see the same thing over and over. So I had this marked up. Sweeps the liquidity. Let me see this, what's in the 1 hour. There we go. I remember the POI being a bit bigger than that. So we sweep the liquidity, obviously cause a market shift here. And initially, when I seen price like this, I was wanting this low, putting this high to be broken, and then coming back into here. This play happened basically during New York, but this is what I was wanting to happen. When I first marked it up right at the start, it stood out to me, so I took a screenshot. Hopefully I'll find it, I'll show it on the screen. And then obviously further inspection of price action, I was able to see that this was actually a 1 hour low also, and then price broke this low, body closes, not wick closes, so you know, it was all starting to make a bit more sense. And then yeah, I was happy to take my short. And on the 5 minute refined, when prices like this, just take the extreme and take like half the zone. And then on doing this, you can see here, sweep this high, a lot of bearish price action from here, nice buy to sell. So if you are going to enter here, maybe want to cover the highs, if we're going to come up and sweep the Asia highs also. So this is what I was seeing for the session. However, this was like an hour. I remember I put 5 pips on the trade, and it was quite a lot of room. Might have been further back than that. I remember there being quite a bit of room. And because it's like a 1 hour before I obviously start my session, I was on the charts a bit early. Wasn't going to get, you know, involved in any fake moves. But then after I saw this wick rejection here, after sweeping the highs, the Asia highs, I was like, it looks like my play is going to probably play out here. So I looked for a little bit more confirmation. If this was 8 o'clock, you know, I would have just an order on here. But you know, it was a bit before my session, so I thought, if we come back into here, I'm going to mark execute. And we did. But it was 6 pips because it was covering the highs. And not going to lie, I did want to hold until here, but never. I'm 1 and 5, I'm in and out, I feel better. And there was another, you know, you could have got an opportunity during New York, going over the price action. And somebody says in the comments, like, how do you know when to take a risk or a confirmation entry? Personally, this is what I would do after breaking this low and you're anticipating a pullback. The 2 POIs I would use is this one and this one. So this would be my confirmation entry, just to see if price is going to actually leave from here. We'll take the low out, so price may continue from here. If we come up to here, this is where I'd be happy to take a risk, coming to the extreme. So, you know, the decisional POI, or whatever you want to call it, your first sell zone in this case, this is where you'd maybe want your confirmation. And if price does take you out, understand also that you could just be coming back to the extreme. So yeah, that's the way I'd play it. everyone is different. Personality comes into it, how much you like to be right and wrong, are you competitive? There's a whole bag of stuff that come into entries. So yeah, TP got hit, and I wasn't expecting it to drop off this much. Yeah. And the next day, you know, when there's a news release and price dumps this much, taking out all this liquidity, the next day is normally rangy. That's what I've noticed from trading. And I don't usually get involved too much. And remember, I think it's a couple of weeks now, maybe last week, I had this range marked up, saying we may come into here. So obviously we've swept this low, come into this 4 hour demand zone, broke this low, swept this liquidity. So if the 15 minutes starts to, I'm looking for the exact same thing. I marked this up, didn't trade it, price action was not clean at all, but my zone did get tapped. I'm not interested to trade this kind of price action, but I'm looking for the reason I'm going over it, because it's the exact same as the sell I just took, and hopefully you could see some stuff and notice a little bit more, your eyes start to see more things. It's the exact same thing. The highs it puts in the low, I want that broken, and then pulling back into this POI, sweeping this liquidity, and then the high becomes liquidity if we're going to get our bullish price action. The exact same situation happening here, what happened at the top. And there was a nice refined zone in here. It was quite a bit big one, but it's still one. But yeah, you could see that I was able to see straight away nothing was happening during my session. I had a look in New York. It was that same price action. I left it, then I woke up and my POI had been tapped. So, as I said, like, just gives you confidence in your strategy, the way you're seeing price action. Don't need to be involved. This is just ranging. Where is it now? Yeah. Obviously, I like to trade with the 4 hour direction, the higher time frame. You can see here that we're failing to put in the higher time frame high. We're, you know, ranging sideways, and then the lows start to fail, showing supplies in control, so you're happy to take a short. Obviously the higher time frame continue to take all this out, and then we had a higher time frame buy zone that we had marked up a week or two ago, and then if price action starting to break the highs, you may be getting your pullback into premium of this leg of the 4 hour zone, yada yada yada. So understand the higher time frame is definitely key. I like to trade with the 4 hour, just a higher time frame. There's a couple of times I'll take counter trend trades. I like kind of like my higher time frame. I've got a phase 1, phase 2 to try and get as mechanical as possible. But yeah, they're the 2 trades this week. And yeah, hope everyone's had a good trading week, and catch you in another video.